What's up, guys? I'm back with a CD and vinyl update, and this is definitely going to be the biggest update that I have done in quite a while, honestly. I definitely don't remember the last time that I did an update, with this many albums. So this video might be pretty lengthy, just a heads up, but of course we will see. And yeah, and also one last thing. Sorry I haven't made a video for a month. I've just been very, very, very busy lately with like work and stuff and some other things, but especially with work, especially like over the last like couple of weeks and shit. I've just been very, very busy. So sorry about that. And I don't really know if I'll be able to make a lot more videos on a consistent basis over the next number of weeks or even a month, but I will try my best. I will at least try my best to. But I definitely at least want to upload my like my 2017 end of the year list before before the year is over, before December is over. So yeah, at least by the end of the month. Anyway, let's just get right into the update. This first album is by a band that I have absolutely loved for like about a year now, nearly a year. This is Band-Maid with their debut album that came out actually very, very early this year. I believe like late January, I want to say. Just Bring It. Here's the album itself. So it comes with this. A lot of it's, or pretty much most of it is what I'm presuming is Japanese because they're from Japan. So I'm not even gonna try to read it because I can't read Japanese at all. Basically what this is it's basically just a lot of pictures from live performances of theirs. So I thought that was pretty cool that they added that in with this. I thought that was definitely pretty cool. But there's a lot of pictures though, so I'm not going to show all of them. But yeah, if you haven't checked out Band-Maid, I highly recommend you do. They make some very fun, catchy as hell at times music. And it's also very, very great and very kick-ass. They're basically like an all-girl rock band with like some smidges of heavy metal here and there, especially with like within the guitar riffs. And they're from Japan, like I said. And as you probably saw in the pictures, they wear like maid outfits when they play live and also when they record in like the studio and like in their music videos. But what I like is that doesn't take away from their music really, or at least I feel like it doesn't. And they don't try to make that like the main focal point for their band. Like they're actually very, very serious about their music, and they're all very, very talented ladies. So yeah, definitely check out Band-Maid. So yeah, check out Band-Maid. And expect that to be very high on my end of the year list. Next is some great post-rock from Australia. This is We Lost the Sea with the Departure songs. Oh, oops. So yeah, like I said, this is some great post-rock from Australia that is very, very great. It's very melancholic, very lush, very beautiful sounding, kind of like what you expect from a lot of post-rock, but I just love the way they do it. Especially the song A Gallant Gentleman, the opening song of this album. I absolutely love that song, especially like the lead guitar and like the choir that they have in the song. It's absolutely great. So yeah, definitely check out We Lost the Sea if you want some great post-rock. Next is a band probably all of us know, Radiohead with OK Computer. There's no booklet or anything. It's basically just 2 discs because I think one of them has like remastered or remixed versions of some of the songs, something like that. I don't quite remember. But yeah, like again, like I said, we should all probably know this band. They've been very, very extremely popular for years. And I could definitely see why. I've never been a giant, massive Radiohead fan, I will say. But I do like the stuff I have heard by them. And yeah, I definitely need to dive more deep into their discography. And this album I know a lot of people consider a classic. So yeah, so that's Radiohead. Don't really need to say much more about it. Up next is 3 Days Grace with their, I believe it's self-titled debut album. I'll just show one quick thing with the booklet that I thought was kind of neat. Like all the lyrics are kind of like written on what looks like a notebook, which I thought was kind of cool. But yeah, this is a band that excuse me, that a lot of you probably remember from like the mid and like late 2000s and shit, especially from like 03, 04 to like 2007 and all that. You know, like when they're at the height of their popularity. And they still are kind of popular now. It's just obviously nowhere near as popular, especially since like Adam left the band. But yeah, I do still like 3 Days Grace to this day. And listening to a lot of their music, especially a lot of their older songs, does bring back some memories. So yeah, this has, you know, very well-known songs by them, like I Hate Everything About You, which pretty much everyone knows that song by them. Burn, Home, and yeah, it's a pretty decent album, in my opinion. Next, once again, a very well-known band. This is Gorillaz, with their, again, I believe this is just self-titled. This came out all the way back in like 01, so this is actually somewhat of an old album. It's like 16 years old. But yeah, another very well-known band from the 2000s, and these guys are actually still really popular to this day. Yeah, they're still pretty popular to this day. I still haven't actually heard their new album yet. I don't know why. I just haven't listened to it yet. I don't know why. But I remember liking like the couple of songs I did hear from it, so definitely need to give the rest a listen. But yeah, this has some very well-known songs by him. Of course, Clint Eastwood, 19-2000, Rock the House, songs like that. So yeah, I've always really, really enjoyed Gorillaz. Always loved their style. So yeah, it's Gorillaz. Next is some very underrated, like kind of like post-hardcore, and I guess you can maybe somewhat say metalcore, but I'd say they lean more towards the post-hardcore side for me. This is Stories with their album The Youth to Become. The album title is pretty dark, so I don't know how well you guys can see it, because like I said, the album title is kind of dark. But yeah, these guys are a very, very underrated band. Like I said, they're kind of like somewhat, I guess, you know, kind of like metalcore, but like lean more towards post-hardcore, I'd say. Yeah, very, very underrated band. I feel like these guys just didn't really get a lot of recognition like a lot of other post-hardcore and metalcore bands do, which I think is a damn shame, because again, I think they're very underrated. And this is a pretty damn good album. So yeah, definitely check out Stories. That's their album, The Youth to Become. Next is some absolutely crushing, heavy as hell shit. This is Beyond a Deviation with White Noise. This is an EP. And I've actually had this for like a few months, but I realized I never showed this up off in an update. At least I don't think I did. So just to make sure, I'm showing it in this one. But yeah, check this out if you want some absolutely just like retardedly heavy, crushing, killer ass shit. And this is deathcore. So yeah, and the vocals on here, oh, the fucking vocals are insane. The vocals are absolutely insane. Like, he is fucking mental. Yeah, he's absolutely killer with his vocals. I could see why maybe some people think he does a little bit too much at times, which I guess I did kind of feel that way a couple times on his release, but I still love his vocals and his band, and This thing's only like, I think it's like 18 minutes long because it is only just an EP, but it absolutely packs one hell of a punch in that short 18 minutes. So yeah, check out Beyond Deviation. Only a few more CDs, and then on to the records. Sorry guys, I had to go do something real quick. So yeah, I'm back. Now, back to where we left off. Aesop Rock with None Shall Pass. And the booklet actually just kind of folds out like this, and it just sticks to the album. Some very interesting looking people. Some very interesting costumes. But yeah, I've talked about Aesop Rock quite a little bit on my channel before. And he's one of my favorite hip-hop artists. I absolutely love his style of hip-hop. It's like very intelligent and also very just like his vocabulary and his lyrics is absolutely insane. Like his vocabulary is in-fucking-sane. And just the stories he tells and just the, you know, in a lot of his songs, absolutely killer. I haven't heard this nowhere near as much as like some of his like more recent stuff, but I still think it's pretty damn good for what it is. And yeah, Aesop Rock with None Shall Pass. Great hip-hop. A couple more CDs and we'll be done with the CDs. Next, this is some great folk metal. Not sure if I ever say this band's name right, but Eluveitie. I've heard this band's name said multiple different ways. That's like, I think the two main ways I've heard said, like Eluveitie, something like that. I don't know if I am even saying it right, but yeah. But yeah, this is some great folk metal, kind of mixed with like, I guess I've heard like kind of like melodic death metal, which I definitely do here. And yeah, it's just very great shit. Some of the members of this band that were on this album have left since, and they have a brand new different lineup. Especially the chick, what was her name? Anna, who did like the clean female vocals on here, left, which really sucks because I really loved her voice. And I think also like I think at least also the drummer left, and I think maybe another member or two. But yeah. So yeah, I haven't heard their new album yet, but I definitely need to get on it. But yeah, Eluveitie like one of the few folk metal bands I've kind of dived into. I don't know, folk metal is just a genre I haven't really dived all that into, but you know, I will eventually at some point. You can also kind of classify it as like Celtic metal because they have like a lot of Celtic instruments in it as well. So yeah, so it's Eluveitie, however you say their name. And for the last CD, this is I guess you can say some classic black metal. This is Immortal with At the Heart of Winter. When did you see this? Just amazing amazing cover on the back. Like, you know, just holy shit, that's, you know, Immortal, known for very cheesy as hell, you know, album covers and shit. I wanted to just wait till you see some of the shit in the booklet. I just thought I'd just show this to you guys, and yeah, again, it's cheesy as fuck, but but I don't care. And this is my personal favorite album of Immortals. You know, I don't think they've really ever made a stinker or a dud, in my opinion. They do have some little bit of stuff here and there that I'm not all that crazy about. But again, at least for me, they've never really made a dud or a bad, horrible album. It's just, you know. But again, this is my personal favorite of theirs. I absolutely love this album. This is the first album I heard by them. And, yeah, I absolutely love this album. And I do like Immortal. So, yeah. Great album. Now on to the records. I have 5 to show. And I'm gonna try to show them really quickly because my battery's kind of dying. First album, or vinyl, Kauan, however you say their name, with Sorny Nai? Something like that. Again, horrible pronouncing shit. The record is just plain black. So really nothing to show there. And that's pretty much all it comes with, is just the record. So yeah. If you have not checked out this band, and I'm gonna admit, I'm a very late fan for this band. I've kind of have known about them for a while. I just never fully checked them out until more recently. But holy shit, was I missing out with this band so much. I'm so glad I finally gave this band a chance, because these guys are quickly becoming a favorite of mine. They basically mix in like post-rock with like doom metal. And I think I heard at some point in their career, like with their earlier stuff, they had smidges of black metal here and there. But it's basically mainly post-rock and doom metal, especially with their later stuff, like this album and their newest album, which is absolutely amazing. I still need to pick that up. They rely way more on like the post-rock and doom metal elements. And I think it's absolutely beautiful and amazing, especially when like all the clean vocals come in. And yeah. And this is actually based off of the Dyatlov incident that happened in Russia back in '59, which is, if you haven't heard about that, definitely look it up. It's kind of interesting. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, definitely check this out. That is Kauan. Again, I don't know if I'm even saying their name right. And I'll probably say this band's name wrong too. This is some great DSBM. Austere, with what is sadly their last album, To Lay Like Old Ashes. Yep, this was sadly their last album. These guys are no longer around anymore. It really sucks, but what can you do? Also comes with this pretty big booklet. There's like the lyrics and like one picture, and the rest of it's just lyrics. There's not that many songs, so there's not even that much lyrics to show. And as you can see here, record is just plain black. I don't know if you can see there, but right there. It was sent to me by Eisenwald, which is a extreme metal label from Germany, right? Yeah, it's in Germany. That's actually where this was sent from. It was sent from Germany. And these guys were they were basically like a two-man DSBM band from Australia that I really dig their style of DSBM. It's like very atmospheric, really just cold and very sorrowful and depressing sounding. And there's actually clean vocals with this. And when the clean vocals first came in, it kind of caught me off guard. But I think it fits so well with this style of DSBM. I just think it fits so well with this style. And yeah, like I said, really sucks these guys aren't around anymore. Hopefully they'll go back together someday, but guess only time will tell. But yeah, so that's Austere, however you say their name. Alright, 3 more records, guys, and then we're done. This is Dissonance by Hands Like Houses. Oh, man, what the fuck? Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Lyric sheet. Also a band picture. And the record is a pretty cool color. It's a clear with purple splatter. So yeah, it's a pretty cool color, the record. And this is actually yet another Australian band. Yeah, a lot of artists from Australia in this update. I kind of just realized. They basically are like classified as like alternative rock and also kind of some post-hardcore, which I guess I can kind of see the post-hardcore elements, but they're mostly pretty much an alternative rock band that yeah, I really liked them for quite a while now, since last year, and this album came out last year, and this was really high up and definitely in my top 5, my top 10 non-metal albums of the year list video last year. So yeah, check out Hands Like Houses if you haven't. Next, second to last album, Silversun Pickups with Carnivus, I think it's called. Or at least I hope I'm saying it right. Fold. Some cool, kind of trippy looking artwork. And it's a double LP, and both records are just plain black. So yeah, and both of the labels on both records are pretty much the exact same. So yeah, like I said, just plain black. It also comes with a download code, but I really don't feel like trying to fight this thing to get it out. But yeah, I've talked about Silversun Pickups quite a little bit on my channel. They're a great indie rock, kind of also shoegaze band from, I believe, California. And yeah, I absolutely love these guys. I've loved these guys actually for quite a long time. I think since 2011, 2012, I think was the first time I heard them. And I believe the first song I heard by them was either There's No Secrets This Year or Lazy Eye, which is on this album. And that's probably their most well-known song, Lazy Eye. So yeah, absolutely love Silversun Pickups. And yeah, definitely check this out if you haven't. I do own one other album by them, and that's Swoon, but that's on CD. And finally, the last album and the last record. Now I know a lot of people hate this band and give them a lot of shit, but I really could care less. I love these guys' music. And I'm talking about Deafheaven. This is their album, Sunbather. Also comes with this. And it's like confetti and like some person, yeah. Now, I know, again, a lot of people really hate this band and they call them like hipsters and how they're not true black metal. I really couldn't give two shits. So it's 2 records. One comes on pink, which I think is kind of interesting. And the other record comes on a kind of like a lemonade or piss yellow. Like seriously, this kind of looks like lemonade, but also kind of looks like piss. And by the way, if your piss is ever this dark, you either need to start drinking a lot more water, or you need to go to a doctor. Or both. Just saying, if your piss is that dark, either go to a doctor or start drinking a lot more, or at least start drinking a lot more water. But yeah, I've always really liked Deafheaven, and yeah, they've gotten really popular ever since pretty much this album. When this album came out in 2013, they pretty much skyrocketed in popularity, at least. Definitely for like the extreme metal scene. Yeah, I've always really loved their style of like post black metal with mixed with shoegaze. So basically, it's like considered black gaze, and yeah, kind of maybe you can say in some way they've also had somewhat elements of like screamo, maybe within the vocals. They kind of sound like it to me. I don't know. I've kind of heard people say that, but yeah. But yeah, I really love Deafheaven. I really don't care what anyone says. And yeah, I've always really liked Deafheaven. So that's Deafheaven with Sunbather. And I don't know what I'd say is my personal favorite. Definitely my personal favorite is either this or New Bermuda. Roads to Judah is good too, but I just personally like those two better. So yeah, it's Deafheaven. So yeah, wow, finally done with this video. Yeah, again guys, I said this was probably gonna be pretty lengthy, but yeah. So sorry it was really long, but yeah. But yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching, guys. And yeah, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I will make more videos on a more daily basis soon, but we will indeed see. But again, I will definitely try and at least make my end of the year list videos though before the end of this month. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. You guys stay awesome, and hope you guys all have a great week and a great fucking day, and I will see you guys later. Peace out. See you guys later. Bye.